Hello, hello. How are we doing today? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Hello, hello. What is up? How are we doing? Are we ready to duel some masters? Because I'm sure that's exactly what we're gonna run into on this stream, is only masters. Definitely masters. That's what I'm perceiving. That's what I'm guessing. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wow. Ah! No, what? Oh, I guess I logged in around the time when... I guess that makes sense. I logged in at around reset, I suppose. Okay. Hello. I really wanted to get the... There's new lab stuff, look! Look at all the cute lab things! I'm so sad, because... Yeah, we can't buy this one. This one's, I don't know. Oh, you can't see it, actually. Oh, it's because I think the window size is wrong. Let's fix that. Yeah, we do not have the gems for this shit. That is not, You're broke! Can't do that. So... But now that we're at the literal tail end of the season, let's see if we can climb any rank. We are playing Go First Striker. Oh, I should probably check and see if anyone like has any spicy new tech. I severely doubt it, but let's see. Ooh. Okay, what's this person doing? Oh, wait, is this a Go second list? It's playing Black Goat. I don't know why. Why is it playing Black Goat? Oh, but I get... You know what? I guess it is... okay. I got it. It's playing Board Breakers. The thing that I guess I don't really understand is the Lightning Storm. That would be like a... That's definitely like a hard Go second. But... Maybe they just choose to go first, and then if they're ever forced to go second, then they do that. Soul Train. Oh god. Oh man. Okay, what else do we got? These people are playing Ghost Bell. What is Ghost Bell for? I actually don't know. Oh, can this hit, graveyard to hand? I'm not sure, honestly. Do not know what part of the metagame that is for. That is why so I'm just not super aware. Okay, so, this is our current list. Yeah, I'm fine with cutting the Fulos. Because I saw people... There was a deck that was playing some Raigekis, and that looked pretty nice. They're playing Duster and Lightning Storm. I don't know if I want to play Lightning Storm. I could play Hamp for Lyrilyte going second. That seems bad. I could play An Afterburners. I like that card. I'll play an afterburners. Burners. Take that one. Okay. Here we go. Into the ring we go. Let's go first. I will say that the actual problem with going first... my actual issue with going first is that I don't get to play other games. I actually just need to sit here and play Master Duel. What a miserable time. Activate Sky Striker Sushi Roll. Linkage. Get your girl. Right? It's been a while, so I just want to make sure I'm doing it correctly. We don't... I guess, like, we could go into Kagari to pick up the thing first and then go into Zero, but I don't know if that's relevant for anything. I suppose Lemniscate, but... here we're gonna pick up... Ngage. Engagey. Is it better to draw a card off of the Engage by Widow Anchoring my Zero? Think about the value. We'll get Shark Canon. Or just another Widow Anchor. We could have 2 monster negates. Hello, Rose. Does that do anything? If we make a Kagari here and then send it, we can engage again. What a silly little deck we've got here. What a silly little pile of cards we've got. I suppose we could have, like, cycled through more striker units and then set up a Lemniscate. Can consider that for next time. Gladiator Rejection. Your opponent cannot target Gladiator Beast monsters you control with card effects, except during the battle phase. What a disaster, dude. That just says my deck doesn't work. And special summon 1 Glad Beast. I don't know, man. They just conceded. Okay. Wow! Awesome! Great! Super cool. Very wow. Could be worse. I stress test my Trap Tricks deck to see how long does a duel go on. After 18 turns, I run out of steam. After 2 turns, I lost. Yeah, I mean, you definitely... you need to have some way to win the game, probably. Otherwise, you'll run into issues. But you could be a paleo player, and if you actually want to see the game go on for like 20 plus turns, just play Paleo and then, you know, have a good time. Hey, how's it going, Carlo? What is up? First again. Yeah, I think I... I'm wondering if I can actually get anywhere today. So I'm thinking... I got to, like, 4 a while ago. And then it was... I got hit with the classic, you know what I mean? I got hit with the, like, make it to 4, actually get 3 unplayable hands, and then just lose. And I'm like, okay. I love this game. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Maximum Seaminess. Do I care about Maximum Seaminess? They get to draw 1 card off of... They get to draw 1 card off of linkage, basically, here. That's fine. Good to know you're having a good evening. It is early afternoon for me, as I am in the EST time zone. Here you go, baby girl. You can draw 1 card. You can draw your 1 card. Well, I was gonna make 0, but now that I think about it, is it better to make Kagari? I can let them draw 2 cards. Well, see, now we're thinking. Now we're thinking with portals. Play Shadow deck, and the worst hand on that is a bunch of Shadows, but no fusion. Yeah, certainly if you didn't have any of your starters, you would run into some issues, right? Oh no, do they have like a Veiler or something? Ghost Bell. Oh! Ghost Bell is maybe for, like, opposing Kagaris and stuff. That makes sense. Negate the activation. I think this one we actually care about. I wanna draw my cards, yo. I need my interaction. But here are we letting them draw to 5, is the question. Because I'm like... We can 0 for another engage, but I don't know if we necessarily get more out of that. Yeah, linkage is like a draw off of this engage, and then if we go... I mean, like, I don't know, man. I'm impressed someone played that. Ghost Bell? Sup, Mello? What's up? How are you? Yeah, the striker list that I was looking at were playing Ghost Bell. And I was trying to think of, like, what's the... Excuse me. I was trying to think of, like, what the use case was for it. But, yeah, I think, the purpose is... Well, one of them could be to hit opposing Kagaris. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's, terrible. Awful even. Let's get ourselves an engage. Yeah, we're playing Master Duel. My opponent is going to have 5 cards in their hand. Is this a Lemnis Gate kind of angle? I don't think we have the creatures in graveyard for that. Yeah, I'm now regretting not cold buying the Maxi. Let's go Oh, did I banish my other two Widow Anchors? Yeah, I was like, where are my Widow Anchors? Oh, I see. What the heck? Wait, there's new Sky Striker support? Yeah, it came out at the start of November. So we have Sky Striker Ace Zero and a Lemnis Gate. Am I talking to YouTube chat? Well, I kind of was. You also asked how are you, so as you know, answering that question was kind of relevant for both of you guys. You know, we're just playing Master Duel. We're just chilling, you know. Pre-prep. Do I Ash pre-prep? I think so. I think that's probably one of the strongest searchers that any ritual deck has, so... Oh, I hate Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes, dude. Oh, man, it's literally just the worst. Oh, man. I haven't gone to play Magic in, like, 3 weeks. And I've just been, like, wanting to, yeah, I don't know. Say. Have we finally drawn our first unplayable hand? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that the individual variants in which people use, like, texting and stuff is just interesting. I don't know why you would want to remove that. So I'm gonna not continue this conversation. But that's gonna be most of the things that I say. So... Set Shark Canon. Did he just scoop after Ash? He did. I don't know what other 5 cards he had in hand, but the thing that I was gonna say was, yeah, really in-depth gameplay here. Ashing pre-pep and winning the game. Very good. What kind of duelist are you? Are you a meta player or a rogue player? I don't really ascribe myself titles like that. It does not matter to me. I like playing Sky Striker. Sky Striker was rogue, and now it's meta. So what does that make me? Does my title change based on the circumstances of the things happening around me, or am I just allowed to be me? This is pretty awful, though. Do we super poly this? Doesn't this deck, like, make stuff? They use their normal summon. This adds a card. I think this card is like this fetches like their main card, which lets them do a whole bunch of stuff. So we'll let them play the game a little bit first and then go from there. Yeah, I also like playing Labyrinth. Labyrinth is really fun. Unfortunately, it's probably not super good. We just got Trapaholic, so Trapaholic's pretty good. every one of you is a meta player. Any deck that's effective and works as intended is OP. What are my opponents doing, man? What is happening? Oh my god. You should just be using decks with the same power as Insect Queen. Ah, you're right. I think that every player who is playing a deck that is stronger than my deck is playing meta. And all of my decks are rogue, which makes me cool. I'm actually going to base my entire personality off of the fact that I play decks that aren't popular, and that makes me better than everyone else. Yeah, got him. I don't know why I felt the need to be so aggressive, but... Ooh. The knight! Hello, knight. Okay, goodbye, knight. Yeah, what was I thinking? It's interesting to me because I do actually think, like, you know, it was described to me before, and I feel like I didn't respect it as much as I do now, but one of my friends really liked deck building. Like, they liked the deck brewing and building part, which in the age of information is kind of difficult. Because everyone and their mother are going to tell you what the best things are, and then you don't get to brew at all. So brewing has a lot of... I don't know. There's so much information, right? But it's really funny to me because, like, I'm currently playing Chaos Zero, and I think that there's, like, a lot of room to brew stuff, in air quotes. I don't really see people brewing stuff, so, like, I actually think I'm interested in seeing what I can do in that game. There's a build that I had cooking in my head that I want to do something with. It's like, I don't really want a Rhoda if one of the cards in their hand are Droll. Like, we have Called By, but that doesn't mean I want to use it. The thing is, if I want to draw a card off of Engage, then, like, the Rhoda is going to have to be in the bin at some point in time. But also, I don't know if I'm beating 3 back row if I'm trying to just, like, kill them. I wonder if what I can do is, like, Rhoda into linkage. Like, if I just try to jam this linkage on them and see if it wins the game. Because if I linkage into 0, I think that's just lethal, right? So, yeah, what we're going to do is we already have Ray in our hand. Let's put this here. Let's go linkage into Rhoda. Or linkage our Rhoda, I should say. And then we're just going to prod at our opponent. We can beat Ash on the 0 activation with Called By. And then we just hope that 3 face down is nothing. Which is incredibly unlikely. So... Okay, select an effect. I will not. Would like to go to battle phase, please. Shadows has the gimmick of punishing players for special summoning, and yet I have never seen another Shadow player except that one time where I wasn't playing it. Well, because Shadow is a, that deck has kind of, like, been... It's sort of, like, past its prime. Summoning... Normal summon Alistair into Shadow stuff is kind of, like... That was a while ago. You know? So... Like, you can still play it. It's just not... you know, not quite what it used to be, I guess. It's not quite on the same power level anymore. Which is the unfortunate thing about Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. Is that, like, oh, the... Oh, what the heck? It activates traps as you deal damage to it? That's so funny. Oh, I was gonna say, what if it's rollback? That'd be crazy. I'm realizing that this isn't lethal because I can't actually activate linkage because the rose is in the way. What a tragedy. I think you're supposed to, like, when you choose to destroy a card, what you do is you destroy your own rose, and then we would have 15 Kagari for also 15, right? No, 25 because it has Ray in the graveyard. Yeah, so 15, 25, this 40 plus linkage activation would be 65 plus 0. Yeah, I think I just, like, made a mistake. Which is fine. I think we're going to be okay. Let's go main 2 here, and we're going to pop the rest of their back row. Actually, this is actually kind of unfortunate, because I don't really want to, like, Azala their thing, because it's going to die. That's actually fine. Yeah, you know what? We can do this. The reason we can do this is because we have a Ray in hand and we have a normal summon. So, get him, Azala! And honestly, any long-running series, power level changes, the more characters you add, especially if it's been going for years. Yeah, and I think, like, the concepts of how game design work and how people understand it has, like, changed dramatically over the years. So now it's kind of like... I was deburied. That's kind of funny. Yeah, so because it's changed a lot over the years, like, the stuff that doesn't really work at the start, like, you know, like, you want to make Yu-Gi-Oh! An interesting game, and then in order to make Yu-Gi-Oh! An interesting game, you need to, like, set the power level to a particular point, right? Oh, well, my opponent DC. Yeah. Like, you want to make an interesting game, and then, unfortunately, that means, well, if we want the game to be a particular way, then anything that doesn't fit within that mold sort of falls by the wayside. So that kind of is what it is. But Sky Striker is a good example of a deck that stuck around for a long time because the axis that it was playing on was very unique. And, like, within the... how you'd say... like, within the confines of what is capable in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, it sort of just was always playable-ish. There was a lot of stuff that kept it playable-ish. So I'm glad it's very playable now. We're gonna lead engage because we need a Ray or a linkage. Get a Ray. But yeah, I think it's unfortunate when the power level creep is really, really big. Then it's kind of like, well, what are we gonna do? Yeah, I think we can do everything. Okay. Yeah, this is a field. This is a Snake Eye field. So that's not their avatar. This is that's their playing field. This is their avatar, the Diabell Star. It is pretty cool. But also, fuck Snake Eyes. Those guys suck. Those guys are assholes. Let's go Kagari. Golly. Give me engage. Give me the engage. Story-wise, those two on field now working together is quite wholesome. Gameplay-wise, you get screwed over. Sorry, what was this for? The Ray and Rose? I don't know what 2 cards were on the field at the time when you typed that message. So what do we not have? We don't have... Like, end step we can fetch linkage and get a linkage. This is like the eternal question, is like, is it better to get Sharp Cannon or another negate? I'm pretty sure it's just negate. Sorry for the delay. No, it got typed out at the right time. I just didn't read it because I was doing other things. Yeah. So now we'll go Chizuku. Oh, I should have cycled through all the other ones first. Whoops. This is fine. So we're gonna grab linkage here. Activate linkage. Make a 0. Zero, I guess, picks up and engage for next turn. And we set linkage. But yeah, it's like, things change slowly over time. I don't mind as much when things change simply due to, okay, well, we wanted to make the game better, so therefore we had to do these things. Add a White Forest card. Each time White Forest is destroyed, you can target one White Forest. Treat it as a tuner. Yeah, I mean... They have about 7,322,000,000 searches in the stack, so I think it doesn't matter. But it sucks when it feels like it's kind of pushed. I definitely think it's a design philosophy of like Japanese card games, for example, to like make things very powerful. Okay, so I think I have to be concerned here about Thrust getting Duster. So I think we have to linkage my 0, which is not really what I want to do, but I think it is reasonable to be concerned about this. So yeah, there's like no other way to do this, right? I guess this also means that my, like, Snatch Steals are offline, which kind of sucks, so it's too bad. Oh, could I have still activated 0 here? Because if I activated 0, then I'd have 2 on board, I could destroy Rose, and then... Wait, select one of 2 cards. Didn't I only return 3? Oh, I did return 3. Oh, yeah, you're right. I have so many ideas for my Shadow deck, but the problem lies I have so many options that if I put them all together, it would look like Yu-Gi-Oh's deck with multiple different archetypes. Yes, this is correct. You have discovered the concept called opportunity cost. So, a general guiding principle for a deck, you know, aside from the decks that play 60 cards, is that your most consistent deck is going to have 40 cards in it. So, because your most consistent deck is going to have 40 cards in it, that means putting any more than 40 cards is kind of, like, questionable. So you have to choose the best 40 cards to put into the deck, and then that's it. If you put anything else, it's, like, it's questionable. Like, why would you do that? You can summon this card, okay. We have Sky Striker now. We need Sky Bimbos. The Sky doesn't need warriors, we need beauty. What the fuck? Okay. Send a spell card, draw a card. Okay, I'm going to negate that. And we are going to resummon 0. Maximum Seaminus. Welcome back, Zero. Welcome back. Take control of monster. We have another Widowmaker. I think we don't. But yeah, I forgot that one of your days off ranks is Friday now, so you're now you're watching the Master Duel show. I'm so sorry for you, man. My bad, dude. I wouldn't say escalation is a flaw for a short-running series. Like Gurren Lagann, but yeah, if you want to make something without a clear ending, you have to be careful with power escalation. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the point is, like, intention, right? Do I want to make an Azala? Ooh, I could Azala here. That's kind of hot. Let's do that. My opponent's going to keep drawing cards, but this is sick. Let's summon an Azala. Yeah, like, if you're doing it with intent, it's fine, but I think that, like, in a card game, people get very used to the effects that they have. Oh, I thought I had more than 3. Whoops. Well, this is fine. Everything is fine. Do I want to set a Widowmaker? No, you know what? Actually, I don't. Well, we have to. I was like, maybe I don't want to set this Widowmaker. Jokes. Jokes, I gotta. Yeah, I think, like, planned obsolescence for a card game is kind of not cash money, is what I'm gonna say. Oh wow, Thrust. Thrust is online, let's go! So I can actually get Raigeki here, which is kind of sick. Let's send this to the bin, so they can't respond. And then I think we're gonna get Raigeki, and then we should be able to kill them with, like, a linkage or something. Yeah, I was playing more Striker, and I remembered the lines, but now I don't remember the lines. So what are we supposed to do? We go... Wait, do we have a linkage in the yard? No, I think what we do is we get Ray, so that we can Kagari, pick up linkage, and then go from there. Like, Kagari, pick up engage, and then go from there. Desires is going to be a no for here. If they survive, we will use it, but... Yeah, we don't use Ray effects because we can use it after 0. We'll Kagari, grab engage, grab linkage. Linkage will go into 0, and that should be lethal. No Veilers, please. But yeah, I didn't really get to elaborate on it, but like, how could I say this? I feel like, so this is an opinion. It's important for me to, like, disclose that this is just, like, an opinion. Card games have a lot of depth to them. So I think a thing that people enjoy is the depth they get out of learning their archetype. And because that is the case, it's really unfortunate when archetypes stop being playable simply due to power creep. Because, like, you would assume that there's sort of this rich gameplay there that could be played that unfortunately does not get played because, like, the cards just get cycled out due to power reasons and stuff like that, so... Unfortunately, we got stopped here, which is okay. I think we're gonna pop Desires. So... I'm a romantic. If I ask you, how did you end with Sky Striker, what I mean is, how did you fall in love with your deck or something along those lines? How did I fall in love with Sky Striker Ray? Dude, I love Sky Striker Ray. I would die for Sky Striker Ray. The support card is gonna change my life. Okay, so I can explain that I've been playing card games for a very long time. Like an exceptionally long time. And something that I like doing... So we are going to use labels and titles so that I can explain concepts to you. I like playing Control because I enjoy the interplay of a game. I don't necessarily like winning. I mean, I do like winning, of course. But the thing that I enjoy about games is the interplay between your opponent and, like, what you're doing, right? Because I've already kind of determined that Control isn't necessarily the best archetype at any given point in time, to be completely honest with you. But I enjoy the interaction and interplay between, like, what you and your opponent are doing, how negations and piece of interaction and removal all, again, interplay with what your opponent is doing. So, okay, I do kind of need to, like, focus a little bit because I don't have a whole lot of time, but I will see if I can say what I'm saying while I am trying to pay attention to my opponent. So yeah, I've played Blue-White Control is one of my favorite control decks because the stipulation is that by virtue of the game mechanics, your opponent will eventually not draw cards that are very useful to them. So if I can just give myself more time to get to my win conditions, that means that my deck can possibly win. So that is the overarching theory of how Blue-White Control is supposed to work. Okay, let's Widow Anchor this. I don't know if I'm going to take control of this. I don't think I will. You can target one, return to the extra deck, and if you do... Oh, this still gives them the effect. You can send one... Okay. Wait, it's hovering the wrong thing. Yeah, I was like, what is it? Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I guess what I could have done was I could have, like, negated it again, but this is fine. I don't have a whole lot of time. So Sky Striker, similarly, on the axis of Blue-White Control, is a game plan that is not necessarily focused on just, like, winning the game immediately. It can do that now, because that's sort of an expectation of Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks, is to be able to do that. But is not necessarily... Okay, let's see. Can I do this? And then I'm going to... I don't think we've played the Shark Cannon yet. So let's hit this. Oh shit, I don't have any zeros. Okay, unfortunately I can no longer respond to my opponent or I will lose the game. So... yeah, the one thing is that multi-roll will trigger MAN step. So... okay, we're back here again. I'm assuming because my opponent is continuing to do this that they have a game plan. But, yeah, the unfortunate part about being live is that yapping... distracting me from playing whatever I'm doing is really quite detrimental to any deck that takes a long time to do what it's doing. Okay. Ooh, end phase. Yeah, we're just gonna decline because I have no time. Okay. Woo! Okay, here we are. We have 4 cards left in deck. And hopefully my opponent dies. Let's set this droplet. We're going to activate multi-roll. Send. Let's go! Okay. Alright. Yeah, so control is fun. Because you get to see a lot of interactions between... Your opponent, for the most part, gets to, like, play the game, and then you get to try and, like, you know, see if you get to turn 5 to play Teferi. And that's pretty fun. It's just, I think, overall, it makes a fun gameplay experience because there's a lot of game that is being played, not because I necessarily resonate very specifically with control. I do also, at a personal level, enjoy playing control decks, but I think that the meta reason why I like playing control decks is because you get to have a back and forth with your opponent instead of just simply killing them. I have played very, like, hard-line aggressive combo decks I have played before, much earlier in my card game journey, you could say. And that player still lives with me somewhere in my heart, but I think it is less interesting because very frequently you just go... If I'm a combo player and I have, like, made the line to win the game, there isn't really a whole lot to be done. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... Like, you just kind of go, like, alright, die. You know what I mean? And I think that the trickery or finding the right angle past a keen opponent is sort of, like, what you're trying to do as the combo player, and I certainly had ways of doing that, like laying a plan for a combo deck surprisingly ends up being similar to laying a plan for a control deck, in that you need to, like, plan some number of turns ahead and, like, how you want to sequence your cards. Doesn't matter as much for Master Duel because you only get to play one turn, but you could say that it's the same with card plays. But yeah, like, I played a long time ago Rally the Ancestors combo in Standard, dating me as being a fucking fossil. But yes, that deck had several instant speed cards that could be like, okay, well, here I'm gonna, like, jam Collector Company, and the next time I'm gonna jam, like, Rally the Ancestors for X's2, but then, like, that means I can untap and then Rally the Ancestors for X's3, and then, like, get them with Mogus Marauder. So, like, you can do stuff like that as a combo player, but maybe it's the decision making is not as interesting to me anymore. I feel like I've already shit on people's day by doing that. Have you heard about Lantern Control? I have. So I have a funny story about Lantern Control, because there is one person... There used to be one person at my locals, and I feel kind of bad because, you know, this person is probably just living their best life, and they're not hurting nobody, you know what I mean? But this person who played Lantern Control was like kind of a ghoul, you know what I mean? Like, they're sort of a ghouly guy. Like, if you draped, like, a cloak over this guy while he's playing Lantern Control, like you would think you're in Silent Hill or something, you know what I mean? Like, he's kind of unnerving to play against. So, but yeah, he played Lantern Control. A lot of people did not like playing against him, because at the time, the tools that decks had to deal with Lantern Control were not very high. But yeah, he would kind of, like, giggle to himself. And it like, seriously, if you put some, like, a little bit of reverb on his voice, and then you know, draped a cloak over him, you would think that you're playing a shadow game for your life. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... This is not a regular game. This is... You're fighting against the Grim Reaper playing Lantern Control, and you better win or your soul is his. You know what I mean? So... and yeah, people didn't want to play against him because, like, the deck was just fucking annoying. So, you know, people... It's not like people enjoy playing against Lantern Control. So, it's a hard lock deck. Yes. Shark Cannon, what the fuck is that card? What in the animal rights violation? I feel like the most interesting part in that would be making the deck that enables you to win more often. With all resources now, I can see why that's probably less fun. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not... Well, there's still piloting skill, right? Like, you need to be able to navigate the game. So, depending on what your skill set is and being able to actually navigate, like, I probably can't actually play Malice, you know what I mean? I'm not practiced on Malice. But the deck's really good. So, like, you can play it. But because I'm not... I don't feel a strong personal pull to playing combo decks. Like, I just, like, don't play it. But yeah, the reason I came back to Master Duel or to Yu-Gi-Oh! In general is because I heard Sky Striker support was coming out. And I'm like, oh yeah, I really like Sky Striker because it's kind of like a control deck that... But, like, the axes that it is trying to win the game on are stuff like card advantage, time, interacting with your opponent. So... Like, that kind of fits the bill of being a control deck. Or those tenets, like, you could name it control deck or not or whatever, but, like, the tenets of, like, we are trying to win on the axis of, like, card draw and interacting with our opponent at the right time, and then, like, we have good inevitability because our deck will continue drawing cards and eventually, like, outvalue your opponent is, like, the tenets of a control deck. So we call that a control deck. Yeah, and Sky Striker does that, and it's why I like playing Sky Striker. Also, I think the obvious thing is that, like, it has cute anime girls in it, so, you know. Curse me for liking cute things. Like, as a kid, it's fun just making a deck out of dumbass booster packs and few card packs you get from your parents. Feel like that aspect of building, at least for me, got boring when I got older. Hence why I meme Weevil decks. The reason that... The answer is I just feel like these games are solved in the aspect I love. Team building is just not really fun anymore. Definitely, I'm not disrespecting the skill to pilot. I'm always just loved making the deck, not really playing, hence I moved to different games like RPGs and stuff. Yeah, that's fair. I wasn't, like, saying that you were disrespecting the skill to pilot a thing. I'm just saying that because there is an aspect of, like, you still need to play the game, you know, we don't just, like, run simulations, you know? Because it's fun. It's fun to be in the pilot seat and make game decisions and stuff, and then, you know, maybe you'll fumble a little bit, maybe your opponent will fumble a little bit, and that's just kind of fun. And I think that, like, this is, again, a game design opinion, but I think that systems which allow you a little bit of wiggle room to just put yourself into interesting game positions are the best ones. And it's part of why decks as a game mechanic are good, in my opinion. Because it is just a method of giving you pseudo-randomness, and because you get pseudo-randomness, that means you can run into differing situations that you need to think about when you get into those situations, and then similarly your opponent has some amount of randomness that will put you in a different novel gameplay scenario where you're asking yourself, oh hey, I can actually, like, Shark Cannon my opponent's DPE, and that's actually really good here, so, like, I'm gonna do that. Or you run into scenarios like the one that I made a short about, where it's like, oh, we can tactics thrust for talents here and steal their Desiree, But that's wrong! It's wrong! We were supposed to get engaged! And if we got engaged, then we would have won the game. We won the game anyways. But what I'm saying is that, like, there's a delineation because the cards that we have in our hand are restricted in some way, and the resources we have are restricted in some way. That means that we can make differing decisions on what we think are actually going to win the game. And because our opponent has a randomized draw step, that means that, well, just because the talents line of stealing Desiree wasn't the best line, we still won that game. There's a little bit of fuzziness. There's a little bit of randomness that's not like, you don't need to be making the 99th percentile move all the time. You can still potentially win a game because decks are randomized. And that is why I love card games. I love card games a lot. It's also why I like roguelikes and roguelike deck builders, because it is an opportunity for me to put myself into novel gameplay scenarios where I get to respond to the randomness of the systems and apply the knowledge that I have from previously to the new situation that I am in. I think they are the best. So. Yeah, we're playing Master Duel today, Theo. Man, all that without a sip of coffee. We are going second. I would like to max seed before their main phase, please. We are getting cross-outed. It's quite a good answer, and thank you. I've learned a lot. No problem. I have played a lot of card games. I enjoy talking about them. Malice! Okay, I'm pretty sure this does not stop Malice, but we can certainly try. Where do we Ash Malice? Red Ransom, I guess? I reached Rating Duel 1660 with Strikers a week ago. Haven't touched the game since. Oh, nice. Grats. Maybe I can ask you your opinion on... Were you playing Blind Second? You found success with Blind Second? Or did you have to switch over to going first? Because I would love to play a Blind Second Striker right now. But all the lists are kind of like go first. Only Blind Second? Yo. I need to ask you about your list. First, if opponent chooses me to. Well, obviously. Yeah, we'll hit the old deck list after this, because I would love to hear about your deck list. Because I don't want to play Go First Striker, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do it. It's too much stress. I just want to, like, board draft my opponent and turn my brain off. I have a very dumb deck building idea. I would buy cheap generic usable cards to form a deck. The good thing about this deck is that no one could predict it. The bad news is that no one could predict it. Yeah, I think the main thing to be aware of is that, like, if you are attempting to win the game, there is a certain standard you do need to make the deck at. You know what I mean? So... To be fair, Strikers going first according to Striker players are much better. I mean, like, you know, did... Did we miss the entire rant that I just said about... I think you came in, like, halfway through it. I'm just joking. But, yeah, I mean, like, I don't really care, right? That does not really matter to me. Yeah, I really don't think this matters, I'm gonna be honest with you, but I think we're gonna do it anyways, because what else can they do? Like, are there any other searches? Special summon from your banished 07 searches, I think? Yeah, I don't know if this matters. Maybe, like, saving Ash for, like, their maxi is maybe an idea, but I don't really think. I think we're kind of cooked anyway, so whatever. Who cares? No, you know what? Maybe I should have at least tried playing the game, but we have called by, but called by is probably for something else. I don't know, man. Thinking is hard. But yeah, I think last time we talked to you, you were on like 3 you were on 3 void draw or whatever. Into the void, 1 ray, 1 rose. Has that changed at all? One way that Yu-Gi-Oh! Does sound fun is each player is given a random storm of cards and has to make a deck out of it. Yeah, some people do draft. Draft is fun for the same reason that I was, like, saying, like, pseudo-randomness and trying to do the best you can within your understanding of the game mechanics. I actually think draft is, like, one of the most popular form. Aside from EDH, I think draft is, like, the second most popular Magic format. Okay, so you're on, like, 1 Ray, 1 Rose, 1 Hamp. Do you play, like, 2 Raigeki, 2 Lightning Storm, like, Duster, Heavy Storm? That's, like, the package that I'm used to. Well, some people don't play, like, Lightning Storm. Some people play, like, Dark Ruler over Raigeki. Some people play, like, Dark Ruler over, what's the other one? Like, over Droplet. Some people are on 2 Droplet instead of, like, some people are on 3 Droplet, so, you know. I'm just asking questions. Okay, unfortunately our top deck was Maxi, so that's not very good. We do have a Super Poly for this, though. I wonder if we pitch Maxi. Because we need interaction, so, like, it's possible that Droplet is better than Maxi in this scenario. Don't really know. You know what, actually, what we can do is... They're probably going to activate 06 at some point in time. Or, like, summon something to which we can Maxi and then, like, draw a card or 2. Yeah, we were gonna Super Poly. It was just a question of, like, what I wanted to pitch. Okay, so I think it's possible we don't set the call by here because they can activate. Well, we'll try to move phases. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay, if I was a Malice player, what would I be doing here? Making White Binder? The problem is, like, they can get White Binder when they target something. Maybe I'm scared of Art Scripter. So we'll, like, go Maxi. We'll let them summon the White Binder. Yeah, we want to draw, like, a card, I think. No, you know what? I think what I was supposed to do was hit the White Binder and then... No, we would just die to Heart Script. No, it's fine. We let them have this. Like, I think they can make lethal anyways with a whole bunch of other things, but... Okay, so they have targeted Heart Scripter and Red Ransom. We'll hit the Heart Scripter because it is what immediately kills us. Yeah, if they 0-6 to make the Heart Scripter, I think we would have died, so... I think this line is okay. No! Alright, I'm gonna concede. I'm pretty sure we're... you know what? What if we... Oh, and they have draw... Okay, alright, well, I mean, like... okay, bro! Okay, whatever, man. It's cool, dude. Oh, White Binder appeared on the field and slapped her massive Lancea on my face. And I just took it. You got it, fam. Deck. We'll get him next time, Captain. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Okay, so this is my current version of Go Second. I think this is probably not incredible. You said you're on one Ray, one Rose, and then you're playing Into the Void. So it looks something like this. What else are we missing here, Chief? Okay. From what I can understand, Droplet sends cards to graveyard via effect, I think. It's been a while, correct me if I'm wrong. So cards that trigger via effect get benefits from Droplet? No. I don't believe so. Because I think Droplet sends for cost, and then there are a number of things that, like, don't trigger that way. Like, they need to be sent off... You can't send them for cost. Maybe a Heavy Storm? Oh yeah, Heavy Storm. Yeah. I was asking Theo for their list, because... I was curious. Oh, are you not playing Rhoda because you have... Because you're playing, like, 2 of these anyways? Or are you playing the Rhoda? Is it maybe Afterburners? Are you playing Afterburners? I think you weren't playing Herald. Yeah. Oh, also, I pulled one of these, and I like the art. I think the art's really fucking cool. I don't like that the engage window that pops up is red. I'm actually not a huge fan. Add another Ray? Oh, you were on 2 Ray? 2 Ray? At Afterburners? You were actually playing Soul Release, right? My version is a bit risky since Bestials are still running around. Yeah. We're just at 41 cards, so I'm wondering, like, what you aren't playing. Yeah, leftovers from Big Thanksgivings are the best. It's good shit. I made carbonara yesterday. It was pretty good. It was like budget carbonara. I suppose. Yeah, you know what? I don't even know why I'm calling it carbonara, because it's like, it's more like an atrocity is what I made, so, you know, it's fine. Sorry, I have connection problems, but okay, no worries. I'll just make an executive decision then. Let's Let's just try running it your way. Let's go 1-1. And let's just, like, not even worry about it. Let's just not even worry about it. Change deck. Blind second striker. I would like to go second. Going second is so much nicer! It's not real, but... I think there are several reasons why it's worse, but hey, when your opponent flips the coin, and then we don't get to go first, then hey, look at that. How about that? Out of curiosity, does 3 Toon Table of Content and 1 Toon Cyber Dragon good for Sky Striker or not? Or do you need 3 spells in the graveyard? So... Striker doesn't, like... You play so many spells. I don't know if you saw the deck list, but the deck is playing 37 spells. Right? Like, you're not really concerned about getting 3 spells in the graveyard. You kind of need each card in your hand to do something. Right? There's nothing better than going second against a Tempai player and watching them scoop easily. You know what pisses me off about that, Gold? Which is like, that what you said is true. And like, for sure, 100%, for real, that's like the good shit. But as soon as I start playing Go First Striker, the freaking, all the Tempai players come out. Every single Tempai player that I've never played a single goddamn game against come out of their crusty little cave and they're like, Heavy Storm, Duster, kill you. And I'm like, okay, like, I haven't seen a Tempai player in goddamn 2 months. I've not played against a single goddamn Tempai player, and as soon as I start going first, every single fucking Tempai player and their mother fuck me. God damn it. It makes me so angry. Every time. Okay. Activate Duster to trigger the Orcus monster so you can activate Thrust. Duster, trigger the Orcus monster? Yeah, I guess I didn't think about what this turn is. We have Duster, Lightning Storm. Yeah, I think Lightning Storm is on the Raigeki mode, and then Duster is on the Kill Their Back Row mode. They have the trap card, though. They have the counter trap, right? So, like... So what's our plan? They just counter trap us, right? I don't know. We'll figure it out once we get there. Hey, Flora, I didn't face a single Tempai Dragon and Mastering. That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying, Theo, dude! That's what I'm saying! There aren't supposed to be Tempai players at Master Rank! And then literally, when I get here, I'm like, oh yeah, maybe we'll play some... I'll play a little bit of Sky Striker in the latter half of the season. And it's like, Tempai, here I am. Like, yeah, boy. Time for some Tempai. And I'm like, get the fuck out of my games, dude. Get out of here, dude. You get rid of his counter trap, then activate Lightning Storm. Yeah, I think that's accurate. But then, what if they don't activate a monster effect? I think a lot of Kashtira players a bit scary. Yeah, Kashtira could do stuff, I guess. They're like, that deck is like, why? It's not great. IMO. Okay. So here's the thing, but like, I kind of want to hit the Babel. Like, I kind of want to... Like, we're hitting back row, right? I'm pretty sure we just want to, like, hit their back row. Oops. Duster first. Maybe they'll counter the upstart. No, I'm not doing that shit. So now we lightning storm the field spell. You are now permitted to activate all of your monster effects. Okay. Start. We have Engagey. Fuck! So now what do we do? I guess what we can do is we can activate Thrust just to have it activated. And then we can linkage the Thrust. So we're gonna activate linkage. They'll do Caesar, but then we can droplet target both of these. Okay, send this. Send this. Now we zero. Yeah, I don't know what we're setting off of this thrust. Lyria, you're a genius. Thank you for the glaze, but also I think I still lose this game. I think we just set an engage. Or like later. I can't activate this. Oh, we could pick up linkage, I suppose. But I don't think that's what we're doing. No. Okay. Let's go battle. Let's go 0 into this. Destroy a card. Yes. This one. So we're gonna go Hayate. We're going to send Widow Anchor. And make a... Well, I was gonna make a Kagari, but now I'm questioning what I'm doing. I texted had to go upstairs, grab a tried to steal my turkey leg, had other parts of the turkey, but I saved the leg. Ah, I see. Am I winning games? I don't know. Well, we did, like, a pretty sweet line. I like, honestly, quite frankly, think I lose this game, but... yeah, I think, yeah. Because I was like, do we get linkage? It's like, no, we, The reason we don't get linkage is because Ray from the graveyard gives us 0, so... Yo, Goldmaker, if we got Soul Release, that would have been sick. I actually, you know what? Maybe Soul Release off of the thrust was still correct, actually. Because then we could have Soul Released on the next turn. That actually might have been correct. I mean, they have literally everything, right? So, like, I think we just have to wait, because, like, they literally have everything. So, like, I don't... We're just gonna chill. Pretty keen play from my opponent, though, to, like, not activate any of their monster effects, and then assume that they could win off of the droll and their board state. Like, actually not a bad play from my opponent. Oh, shit! I forgot this gives me a token. Oh, we're so dead. God damn you, Orcust. Damn you, Orcust. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. No, my Kagari. It's over, dude. It's actually so Jover. I don't think we're dead, but also, like, fuck. Well, see, here's the thing. I think if they, like... If they do all the Fiendsmith stuff and then just pop my set card, I die, right? Damn, talk about not looking a gift horse token in the mouth. Yeah, I think if they just, if they do everything, if they, like, full combo, they can make access code and then blow up all my shit, and then I think I die. But we'll see if they actually do it. I think regardless, we found a pretty sweet line. Oh, Masquerena, God. I don't think I have this Masquerena. Maybe I do. Looking respectfully. I'm not looking respectfully at all. Okay. Anyways. Do they have any non-dark links in the graveyard? I don't know. Boral Sword Dragon. We dead? Oh, you were talking about access code. Oh, because it's like, do they send more off the... I understand. I got it. Theoretically, if they went into access code, they can only, like, shoot one, so maybe it's not that good. Boral Sword looking respectfully. I mean, like, is it just me, or does this dragon look kind of horny? Is it just me? Is that just me, chat? Yo, he's got the grippers in this picture. Let's go. Boral Sword grippers for free? That's crazy. There's grippers in this picture too. It's just you. Alright. Excuse me. Ouch. Ouchie. Give me that. What's up? What's up? We have 2 engages. We have 2 engages if they don't, like, kill all of my everything. Yeah, I think SP hit that one. You know, that's not a bad idea. It's just me. No, but, like, the 2 swords on its head are, like, horns, so, like, it's horny. Right? Does that, like... Guys, come on. Holy shit. Top deck linkage. Let's go. Okay, how are we going to deal with this? I don't fucking know. Horny? Yeah, like it has 2 horns. It's so horny. It has like 3 horns because it's got the nose. It has the sharp nose horn. It has like triple the horniness. It has 1.3 times more horniness than I do. And I'm pretty horny. I have like 2. Yes. We don't do this yet. Draw a card. Widow Anchor. Okay, let's... I think we do... SP? No. I think this doesn't fully work in the way I want it to regardless. But we do need to pop both Widow Anchors. So we're just going to do this, and I understand that they can activate SP, but like they can't protect both. Like we just need them to like not be on the field. Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna linkage and make a 0, and then that should be lethal, I think. What a bad day for me to have ears. Thanks, Far. No problem, man. No problem, my dude. Oh, sorry. I forgot Orcus had literally its entire graveyard. My bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just wasn't really thinking about it. Okay. You can activate all these effects, baby girl. You are allowed to do all of this. Do we maybe linkage into not 0 here? So that we can get, like, something else? I don't know. Like, maybe we linkage into Kagari? Trying to think about like I go like Kagari, because what I'm thinking is Kagari into Lemnis Gate, send all your stuff, but then that still sort of relies on us drawing another linkage or starter or something off of engage, and we have 3 Into the Voids in the deck. I think it just like doesn't work, so we're just gonna make 0. Yeah, I think it just like raw doesn't actually. Wait, hold on a second. If we go Kagari into, we have 1 linkage left in the deck. Let's at least draw 1. I think I'm going to do it. Okay. We'll do it because it's at least draw 1. We do grab the Fiend Streamer by the horns. Exactly. See? You're understanding it. You're getting it. Okay, so they still have... Do they activate Harp Horror yet? Because, like, we can't just go to beats with this. So let's make a Zeke. We'll blink out this. Yep. Yes, sir. Ray from the graveyard. Top left, Kroski-kun. They're bringing back... ooh. Dingirsu's quite good, actually. That's kind of good. This doesn't target, right? Send one card your opponent controls to the graveyard. I think activating here doesn't do anything. So we're just not going to do it. What's up, Rav? What's up? So the thing is, we draw a card off of Engage, which is good. Because we can, like... We can get, the thing. We can get linkage plus one random card to activate linkage. Thighs redeem when? I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. Am I allowed to make a thighs redeem? Okay, let's send this one. Yeah, I do have 30 seconds. Now we're gonna linkage. We aren't summoning the card, by the way. Now we make 0. 0 is going to be a big beater. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to target the other one, I think. I think this was actually a small misplay. Because I think they can activate their link. No, they banished their own link. Hmm. Yep. I don't think this does anything. Ah. Darn. Oh well. Yeah, I think if we hit, maybe what we had to do was we hit Galatea in advance so they couldn't, like, destroy our thing. Darn. Yeah, maybe. I think... Well, I mean, you know, we'll see. We might not be dead, but... I think there's a good chance. Okay. It's permanently lower time. You get time between turns. We were so close. Yeah, like there was a few things we could have done. Like if we maybe could have like Dingirsu'd to blow something up, like global blocker or something. Ugh. But yeah, maybe because the thing is, like, if I hit the Galatea, that wasn't what sent the thing to the graveyard, right? Hmm. Darn. Okay. We go second. We gotta go to sleep early. Good night and take care. Well, thank you for hanging out, Theo. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate it, my friend. Have yourself a good night. Oh, no. I don't want to be on demotion. I still regret for having ears today, just so you know. What? It's not that big of a deal. What's the problem? We need to stop shaming horniness. Need to stop. Stop. No shame. Only horniness. Ah, hello, Mitsurugi. What does our hand do versus Mitsurugi? Activate Upstart Goblin and see if we have anything good? I'm still waiting for the latter half of the joke. Rav, is there gonna be... Is there... They're gonna be, what, full of shit? Huh? I'm confused. Ah, I see. I understand. I was like, I wasn't sure if you were gonna type it or not. I don't know if you're allowed to type shit. Or if it gets automatically filtered. Like, I don't even get to unhide the message, it just doesn't even go through. Yeah, sure. Do it. Do it. The plan is to draw Super Poly. I feel like Super Poly isn't even good versus, like, this deck. Oh, maybe if it's pure Mitsurugi, it's better? No, they have Fiendsmith. It's not a banned word. Yeah, well, I was wondering if, like, maybe in a vacuum... Thank you for testing it. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think it's on a banned word list that I made, for example, but, you know. Me ending in the void for a stupid reason wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, there have been a number of times for that. Oh, man. Yeah, Rav, you joined during Arknights, right? Is there anything cool and new, interesting happening in Arknights? My beloved. Arknights, my beloved. So unfortunate. Maybe I should, like, do a stream of, like a returning stream specifically to that game. More or less when you played Arknights, yeah. I'll miss it. The game is... It was literally... Arknights was so magical to me because that was around the time when, like, people were making actually good gacha games instead of, like, shitty gacha games. We had Phantom Altar event, We now have Path of Life relearn. Path of Life? Which one was that? Yeah, I haven't kept up at all, which is why I'm interested in learning. I'm interested in hearing about it. Oh, is there any news on the other game they were making? Is that like a game yet? Is that out? Did that release? Did no one talk about it? Another Seaborn event with Opianus, Bloodborne guy banner. I see. Yeah, the last thing I did in Arknights was I pulled on the Nymph banner and then one-tapped her. My first sten pull had a Nymph in it, and then, yeah. Enfield is now in closed beta test. Oh, cool. It's in CBT. Enfield gives me CBT. Yeah, because that game looks really cool, actually. And I was like, ooh, maybe I'll try this game, because dude, I love the Arknights aesthetic so much. Just like big fucking baggy sort of techwear stuff. It's peak. Enfield will later suffer a bit of Genshin treatment, I think. What do you mean by that? Hello, Masquerena. You know, surprisingly, I feel like Masquerena's alternative art is more lewd. Because it's like, when the tummy is covered by something, but it's like not really covered, that's kind of lewd. But the fact that she just has it out, it's like not lewd. Right? Just me? Okay, so I don't know what I want to do with my things. I kind of want to save Called By for Adril. I don't think, like, I don't know. They have a big rock in hand, so that's worth remembering, because there have been times where I've forgotten that they have big rock in hand, so... As long as they don't do stupid weapon banners and relic systems, I'll be like, nah, bro. Oh, I see. So you're saying, like, you don't want them to... I think I just pitch Upstart, right? Because we have talents. I could send... You know what? I'm gonna discard linkage, because I don't know if I can generate enough stuff to, like, use. Or not linkage, freaking Lemniscape. Oh, you're saying, like, power creep. Yeah. That's what you're saying. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do here. We have a draw 2 on talents, I think. Oh, Desiree is also equipped. Just noticed that. I wasn't even thinking about it. Yeah, this is tough. Let's try... Well, if I try drawing 2 and then it gets Desiree, that's, like, actually very bad for me. But I can't actually multi-roll anything, because all of these are really good. Unless I get rid of the Called By. This is hurting my brain. Okay, I think maybe what we do is we activate this. Oh, you're saying like story progression for character grinding materials. Yeah, for sure. When those two things are attached, it's kind of like awful. Yep. Nothing we could do about that. So we need to draw 2. I think they still have the trap card negate, right? So I think this is just like completely cooked. Yep. This is fair. Yeah, like, I guess linkage being our starter means what we actually wanted to do was do all the other things and then use linkage. I evaluated linkage as like the bait spell, but yeah, considering the fact that balance was probably never going to resolve, like based on how many negates there were, then like the last card that we wanted in our hand was linkage actually, so it's too bad. And then we can't even, I think the actual problem was drawing multi-roll, but yeah, so when we try to do this, they can like Masquerena it, so here's what it is. I'm now more hyped for ArenaNet coming back. 2, but upgrade good old Guild Wars 1. Oh, they're rebooting Guild Wars 1? That's cool. Yeah, we are now dead. Alright. It's just like not even close. We had no sweepers, and we drew a dead card. It's kind of rough. Reforged. Yeah, I didn't get an opportunity to play Guild Wars 1 actually, but I heard it was really good. Third of December. Cool. Yeah. I mean, I played, I used to play Guild Wars 2, but unfortunately I don't know. I think I just, first of all, I didn't fully understand the scope of what needed to be done in an MMORPG, so like, I was just kind of fucking around, but like the actual required, like how, the degree at which you were supposed to be playing the game was on a completely different axis than like how I was playing basically. So, but I do remember being like, ooh, what I want to do is classic normal summon backjack. Yeah, I had I played Hunter, and the thing that pissed me off about Hunter was that I didn't want to manage the animal, but I wanted to play like the short sword wielding like dexterity class. So yeah, I think I played like Hunter plus or Ranger. Is it called Ranger? Short sword Ranger with hunting horn. And like back when you could just do whatever stats you wanted, they were like a regen ranger. Oh shit, that actually like really fucks me up, because if we don't kill them this turn, then like we're cooked, we have nothing. So let's do this. MMORPG grinding can be rough. Yeah, I think the problem was like I had creative ideas in my head where I'm like, ooh, you can have infinite regen and infinite swiftness if you like increase your buff duration and stuff like that. But that just wasn't good. But you could do it, and I'm like, oh, but you can do it, and it's really cool. It's like, yeah, but that's not really, doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? So yeah, like, and if you want to do like end game content, then what you needed to do was have like an actual good build instead of like whatever garbage I was doing. Okay, so we really need them to not snipe Ray, because that'd be very bad. Okay, well, hitting engage is also very bad, so not a huge fan of that. Okay, Lemniscate does literally nothing here, which is hilarious. Yeah, wow, that trap card really fucks my day here. I wonder if we just, like, don't really commit here. And then we just, like... They have a rollback? That's so annoying. Like, our stuff is going to be offline here, unfortunately, but I think we need to do something. This might actually be good. Oh, we also can't linkage our monster because it gets banished. Yeah, I think we just do this. What lingering effect are you under? A different dimension ground. So our rose is going to be banished here, basically. Which is kind of an issue. Guild Wars 1 is a bit more creative since you don't just take a main class, but you can take other classes. You had hundreds of skills where you could only use 8. Yeah, and that's really cool, right? Like, the opportunity cost is real. Get to do a lot of stuff with that. We'll make a Kigali. Back to Archknights. You missed Sancta event with Exu Altar. Freebie was a cool Sancta unit. Had 2 guns. Cool. Exia Altar. What was that? Did she become cute? Was she... Did she become like a healer or something instead of big gun girl? I can't even picture what she would become. Yeah, I speak very fondly about, how should I say? I kind of want to get Engage. I feel like being able to destroy their cards is, like, surprisingly relevant. So... Ooh, Into the Void? Oh, but then I'm going to discard the Ray, and then I'm kind of cooked. So we actually can't play this card, which is super funny. So, do this. Ooh. This negates stuff, but then we can't resummon anything. I'm just gonna search. I think searching is just better. Do you have a way to get roads back? Nah, we don't. Is what it is. She has more guns, but also she can basically revive a defeated operator. That's kind of neat. It's kind of cool. Oh, I keep forgetting. Yeah, I can linkage into 0 here, but then I can't activate 0. So the only value in this is we can search for an engage here off of linkage into 0. It's like, it's cool. We got a nice OST out of the event. Should log back in. Impulse was last card. Okay. That's kind of cool. Ah, I'm realizing I can't... My plan was to activate 0, but I actually can't because the rose is banished. I was like, oh, I want to be able to destroy their card, but, like, that's not actually, it's not what we're doing here. You're right, you're right. Aw, bro. Pot of Greed allows you to draw 2 cards? Fuck! Oh, no. What a fucking top deck, dude. I was like, they still have a rollback. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think I knew what I was supposed to do here. Hello, lady. Welcome. Is she gonna bounce on it? Bounce on it, lady! I should make Amatsu for the inevitable lady activation because we can't actually activate 0. Crazy style! Bounce on it. Crazy style. Crazy style, Dio. Bounce on it. Bounce on it, Dio. Oh, that's so cute. I just realized that because, like, they took damage and the spikes are coming out, right? But also, that means that when you flip a trap card, it's like the spikes are under the trap card. That's so cute. That's so cute, man. My favorite thing about Lady Labyrinth is that she's just a fucking dork. She's just a dork who likes trap cards. What an absolute dork. Dorcas. Dorcas McGoober. No, but look, we lined up all the spikes. This will definitely get them if they come into our castle. We'll destroy these 2 cards. Black Goat! Ah. Ah, she. What do we got? Afterburners. So we do need to make sure we activate Into the Void first. Sweet. Into the Void. Raigeki. I don't think this matters, but which one shall I do? How do I want to bust on Lady today? I think I'm gonna do the big bust. We're gonna go with the scatter shot. Here. So I guess it's like Kagari into engage, and then we can prep a Widow Anchor for the lady on her return. See, I always thought it was a little bit lewd, you know? Like Widow Anchoring them. You know? I always feel it's just like a little... There's like a little bit of lewd subtext to that. Okay, to give her a pearl necklace. Oh, God. Alright, well. I have some stuff I need to do today. I think that was a fun break. Fun break, but I have a lot of stuff to do, so... I should go. I should go. It's a fun 2 hours. Is there anything else before that? Yeah. I will probably continue lamenting until the end of time that I'm not playing Arknights, but... Yeah, oh, that's what I wanted to say, is that, I feel like my big thing with Arknights is that, like, I want to... I just want to use Ifrit again, you know what I mean? I just want to, like, deploy Ifrit and have her just, like, burn shit to the ground. That was my favorite. Ifrit best operator. I will never forget all of the annihilation runs of... How do we make... Guys, what is our goal in this annihilation? Make an Ifrit column. Here is an Ifrit. Then do it. But what I'm saying is that I would need to log in and actually do that if I want to do that. My problem is time, not otherwise. So... But I do just want to, like, throw Ifrit at something and just, like, burn it. You need a W? I don't have W. You do not. Been playing Strikers 2. I need to keep that Shizuku into linkage play in mind. Yeah, honestly, I forget it all the time. Because, like, I'm used to end-stepping Shizuku to, like, grab a Widow Anchor or something, right? But I think end-stepping Shizuku into 0 is actually supposed to be standard, I think, so... I've straight up lost out on interruptions because of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like, I think I just, like... my function of end-step Shizuku is normally something else, so, like, I think forgetting to do it is, like... too many games, not enough time? Yeah, basically. And it's a shame because, like, I really, really like the Arknights universe. Yeah, because the other game that I want to be playing right now is frickin' Monster Hunter. And you know what else? Elden Ring. I haven't really been playing Elden Ring off stream because I've been so busy, so... But I wanted to keep that run alive and also, like, the level design stuff. People like when I rant about game design, and I really appreciate that. So I feel like I want to produce content for that, and I just, like, haven't exactly found, like, the time, so... Alright, so speaking about making time, I need to go make some time right now to finish some stuff, so... If you're still here, I'm going to say, hey, thank you so much for watching, thank you for being here, I appreciate your support as always, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody, bye-bye. Bye!